your girl, Janique. What's up, guys? Big up yourself, guys. I made me some Kool-Aid. I just came from church. I made some Kool-Aid. It's high blood pressure aid. High blood pressure aid, honey. Nothing but sugar. Anyway. Hey, guys. So listen to this. How y'all been doing? Guys, follow my music Instagram at Janique999. Also, see, that's Janique999, my music Instagram. And then if you want to hit me up on Instagram, you can always inbox me. And then I have Real Talk New York with Janique. You can inbox me there too on Instagram. So it is what it is, guys. Okay, let's talk about it today. Today we're going to talk about misery love company, right? Not misery love company. Keep your relationship private. Protect your relationship. I'm serious. I'm very, very serious about this topic. Protect your relationship. Okay, because misery loves company. I'm telling you this right now. Protect your relationship. Everybody don't need to be in your relationship business. All right? And people like to see relationship fail. Okay, people are haters. I know I talk about haters all the time, but what else I'm going to talk about? I got to talk about reality. Most of these people are both haters. Okay, I'm going to tell you why, what inspired me to do this video about keeping your relationship private. All right, I'm going to tell you a situation, right? So I was dating my ex, right? You know, he did a lot for me, right? It didn't end on the greatest terms, but he did a lot for me. So I always got to give credit where credit is due, because he always showed up and he always been there. He always did a lot for me, put it that way, right? No relationship is perfect. It didn't end well, right? Okay. Now, we used to live together, right? And he used to come into the house and he used to say to me, oh, I can't stand that nigga. Sorry to say the N word, but that's what he used to say. That's how he talk. So he used to come in the house and he used to be like, oh, I can't stand that nigga. And I'm like, who is he talking about? I used to just brush him off. Honestly, I used to just brush him off, like pay him no mind. I just ignore him, right? And, I used to ignore him. But then one time he said something and I kind of had thought, sometimes you get a gut feeling. So I had a little gut feeling of who he was talking about. But I was just like, why would he say that? I didn't know why he would say it. He just would say, I kind of had a gut feeling of who he was talking about, but I didn't know why. I didn't know why he would say it, because he's a street dude, right? He's a hustler, right? And he knows street people. Let me tell you, street dudes are very smart. In order to make the type of money that they make, hey, Nisi, know better. What's up, girl? In order to be a real hustler that produce, you got to have some kind of brains. And, so he's street smart. He know what he's talking about. So he's street smart, right? So he would always come in the house and be like, yo, I can't stand that nigga, yo. And I used to brush him off because I thought he was talking about one of the dudes that he probably didn't like in the streets or whatever the case may be. So I brushed him off. Tell me why 2 years later I found out exactly who he was talking about. People are so weird. And they pretend well. They're weird. I don't understand it. But he was talking about this dude that I had a brief fling with. And we ended things. And that guy was like playing in my man's face, right? And that's not a guy that you play in their face. On God, that's not a guy that you play in his face. But I didn't know who he was talking about, because had I have known he was talking about, I would have told him about this guy, right? He was playing in my man's face, going up to him, thinking that he's smarter than my man, who's a street dude, right? Because street dudes they're street smart. They're not stupid. Right? Because in order to make the type of money he making, in order to get by, he's not stupid. He's street smart. So I found out that it was this guy that I had a brief encounter with, playing in my man's face, buying whatever he was buying from my man. And I was saying to myself, wow, this guy's a weirdo. This guy's a weirdo, and this is what his intention really was. His intention really was to try to get friendly and chummy with my man so that he could go ahead and drop a bug in the ear, because he's a gossip. He's a known gossip. This dude is a weirdo and a known gossip, because when I left this dude alone, I left him alone. He had a girlfriend. I never said nothing to her. I mind my business. I don't bother people. Once I'm done with someone, I'm done with them. You get what I'm saying? I don't look at them. If I see them, okay, I don't have no feelings for you. I could be cordial. And that was my mistake. I should have walked right past. And that's real. A lot of these lessons that I'm telling you guys, a lot of these lessons that I'm telling you guys is from me making mistakes in my life, and I'm learning from. I'm talking about my own personal mistakes. This dude, this dude literally was playing in my man's face. Like he was so smart. And and then how I found out it was him? Because one day I saw him and I was cordial with him. I didn't have an issue with him. He was like, yeah, I was buying things for you from your man, and he didn't know who I was. And I was thinking he didn't know who he was. That's who he was talking about. He knew exactly who. He said he didn't know who I was. And that shocked me because he knew who he was. He knew exactly who he was. And it was just like, wow, this guy played games. He think he's smart. Because the dude really, my man would literally complain to me about this dude. Like, who's that nigga? Who that nigga? I don't like him. And I used to be like, and I used to ignore him. Listen, pay attention to your partner. When your partner is saying something to you, pay attention. Let me tell you, keep your relationship private. Misery love company. Misery love company. He was trying to get close to my man so he could put the bug in my ear, in his ear, probably saying, oh, she's a hoe. She's this, she's that. Trust me, that's what he was looking to beg friend. That's why he was looking to beg friend, so he could go to my man and say all these things about me and whatever the case may be. It was just the weirdest things. I'm so glad I learned this lesson so my future relationships could be more positive and more productive. Because, honey, next relationship I have is private, 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 private. And not only that, the dirty people love to run their mouth, right? And let me tell you, you don't need to get advice from people when it comes to your relationship, right? You don't need relationship advice. You really don't, right? Because you know what's happening in your relationship. You know yourself, right? So if you don't know yourself and if you don't know your partner, you shouldn't be in that relationship, right? You don't need to go and get relationship advice, because you never know if there's a hater that you're getting, a secret hater you're getting advice from, and they'll trick you out of your relationship, right? They'll trick you out of your relationship because of the fact that they don't want to see nobody happy, and misery loves company. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't need to say, these people after 2020, I don't know, it's just like a light went off in me, and I just start to see people's true colors and see people for what they are, because this was his plot. His plot was, because he thought I was going to cry on his shoulder, right? The dirty dog in my building went and spread my business, right? So he thought I was going to cry on his shoulder and probably jump in bed. He thought he was going to take advantage of me and be vulnerable, right? These guys are so sick. All I got to say is keep your relationship private. Because weirdos, people that you don't want no more, right? People that you don't want no more, you never know what they go and tell people about you. And anyway, make sure when you get in a partner, you get somebody with a strong mind. Strong-minded, not these weak, gossipy, sassy ass men. You don't get them. They know they have boyfriends for that. Let them get a boyfriend if they sassy and they gossipy like that. Make sure you get a partner that's strong-minded and nobody can put a bug in their ear, right? When you get a partner, make sure it's somebody that they have their own mind. Nobody can tell them nothing about you. You get it? They have a strong mind. Nobody can tell them nothing. So, that was weird. That was so weird. Like, you're playing in my man's face. Guys, subscribe to the channel and like the live. Listen, keep your relationship private. People are weird, and they're haters. They're weird, they're jealous, haters. And this goes for man and woman. Some of these chicks, you left her alone. You left the chick alone, and this goes for men. You left the chick alone. You don't want her. Y'all broke up, and first of all, she didn't even want you. First of all, she didn't want you, but all of a sudden, she see you happy. She see you happy with your new girl. She see you happy with, these people are weird, okay? She see you happy with your new girl, and all of a sudden, the little jealous devil is going on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, trying to find your new girl to say, oh, he used to talk to me. He used to talk. He did this, he did that. Keep your relationship private. Thank you. Keep your relationship private. The little jealous devil, misery love company. She go out, the little jealous devil going and tell your new partner, oh, they did this, they did that. They have a whole history book written on your partner. They're a loser. Nobody don't want them. They're loser. For me, when I move on, I believe in myself. I know I could get somebody else when I move on. I believe in myself. I don't need to go and watch nobody and go ahead and tell no story about people. I don't need to, any ex is a past. Any one night stand is a one night stand in the past. Some of these people are losers. They're misery love company. They want to break up what you got. And they're going to come with a story against you. Keep your relationship private. They see you outside. Oh, that's my uncle. That's my sister. You don't need to, people don't need to know who your man is, who your girlfriend is, nothing. Because these people, misery love company. A lot of these people now are bitter. You don't see these podcasts. Look at the podcast. What you don't see they're spreading their bitterness. Oh, men are this, women are that. Body count this, body count that. Oh, I don't, and that's insecurity. That's pure insecurity that they're spreading. Nobody loves them. Who could love a bitter person? Who could love a bitter person with no love in their heart? Good afternoon. Seriously, look at these podcasts, how bitter these people. They don't have no love. Nobody want them. Oh, they're insecure. They're jealous. They're trying to dig up something on people. Who's this? They're insecure. All right, keep your relationship private. People are going to come up to try to start rumor in your relationship. Start drama. Bitter baby mama. Bitter baby mama. They're all of a sudden they're competition with you now. Now that they see that you're with a man and he's happy, all of a sudden baby mama want beef. Baby mama want smoke. Eh? All of a sudden when you're happy with the man, he's spending his money. He's spending his money on you. All of a sudden she ain't getting $1. Trust me, she ain't getting a dime. All of a sudden baby mama wants smoke. Now nobody fault you a suffering baby mama. You should have put him on child support. That's what you should have done. Yeah, I'm telling you the honest to God truth. This is there's no reason for me to lie. People are weird. There's no ex I could tell you I want them. Misery love company. You're right. There's no ex that could tell you I want them, look at them, care about them, consider them. Nothing. If I pass by, I could be cordial. There's nothing there. I care nothing about you. I care absolutely nothing about you. So these people lurk around, watch people, go on the internet, watch people. They got a story to tell about you. They have a story to tell about, listen to me, these people are low life. Misery love company. And guess what? They don't wish you well. Don't tell them about your problem in your relationship. Your relationship problem is your business. They hate to see you smile. Your relationship problem is your business. You don't need to, you think these people are, I already did a video, right? Let me tell you something. Normal people are going to be so shocked of these devils, these weirdos that focus on other people. I'm telling you this, these devils that have no focus and they don't have nothing to do with their life. They don't have no mission, no purpose. Some people purpose in life, I'm telling you this right now. Some people purpose in life is to ruin your life. You understand? Some people have no purpose. Thank you for subscribing. No purpose, no vision, no focus, nothing to do with their life but to ruin other people's life. That's what their whole purpose in life is, to cause conflict and havoc on people's life, to gossip. And let me tell you, I'm going to do a video about what the Bible says about gossips. They're not good people. They have no, make sure you guys like and subscribe, guys. I'm telling you about these people. Keep your relationship private. Well, you don't need, if you know you're happy, you know what? If you know you're happy, you know you're comfortable, there is no need for you to be proving you're happy on social media. I'm not telling you not to post your partner. Post your partner if you guys went to the beach, you had a great time. But you don't need to tag him. As soon as you tag him or her, those loser devil weirdos that nobody wants with their bitterness and insecurity is jumping in their inbox. Oh, you know what, this, that, the other? You know about this, that, you heard about this, that. And make sure you got a strong mind partner. Somebody who's solid. You don't get no partner that's flaky and listen to what people say. Wagwan. Yeah, I understand. You don't do social media. I feel you on that. They're weird. Some of these people are weird. They want to hear all your problem. They want to hear, in my younger age, I wish I knew what I knew then. Because let me tell you, I don't want to bring that back up. I didn't want to bring that out. people are this guy was literally lurking around my man, and my man did not like him, and he gonna think that he thought he was smart. And that's the thing, he thought he was so smart. Oh, he never knew who I was. How could he not know that you're weirdo? How could you not know you're a weirdo? Yo, this dude is weirdo. Some people it's like they're lurking against you on your social media. Ooh, let me drink my Kool-Aid, bye. Let me drink my Kool-Aid. Keep your relationship private. Protect what you love. Misery loves company. Your weapons against themselves. Yep. Some of these bitter women, they gotta call up the man's new girl. Some of these side chick after he done thrash you out. Some of these side chick after you don't get rash out and mash out and dash out, and you're not getting $1. Then they're gonna call the wife. And after the side chicks already got used up, and she knows she was a side chick, and she know the man's married. After she got used up, she didn't get $1. She didn't get a penny. Then she's gonna call the wife. Oh, let me tell you something. You're just used up. He don't want you. You're gonna call somebody wife. Oh, let me tell you something. What are you gonna tell? That you was a side piece that got whop, and you didn't get any money for it? You got used up? Keep your relationship private, because these miserable, unhappy, insecure people that nobody loves. Let me tell you something, first of all. Nobody can throw nothing in my face, because guess what? Bad things happen to me, and guess what? Biblically, it rains on the just and the unjust just alike. So bad things happen to everybody, baby. You ain't got no secret for me, baby. You ain't got no secret for me, baby. Keep your relationship private, because a lot of these people think they got a secret for you. They want to go ahead and say, let me tell you what I know about this person. Let me tell you what I know about this person. That's what these low lives do. They think they got some secret on you. They think they got you by your balls. They think they got you by your nuts. So they want to go and tell people stuff about you so they can break up what you got. But guess what? Nobody wants them. They're bitter. They're unhappy. They're unlovable. They're tarnished in the spirit. They're unlovable. They're tarnished in the spirit. I'm telling you this honest to God truth. The honest to God truth. Honest, and this is the truth. There's no reason for me to lie. Protect yourself from these haters. I'm telling you this right now. Trust me, they're weirdos. Type of people that want to go and tell this person that I know this person, I know that. First of all, what I should have known in the past, the lipstick I'm using is the Butter Gloss by NYX, and it's Orange Sickle is the orange one. The Butter Gloss from NYX, the Orange Sickle. But honey, they want to go ahead and think they have a history book on you, honey, and telling your new man or your new girl, thank you, telling your new man or your new girl something about you to break up that relationship, because they're so tarnished in the spirit. Their spirit is so dark. They're unlovable. Nobody likes them. They're narcissists. They can't love. All they could do is bring people down, gossip, and sleep around. Nobody really likes them. Nobody really likes them. Right? Because they're inauthentic. They're weird. That's why. And don't tell these people your business, because guess what? They love to don't tell these people your relationship problems, because they love to hear that. They love to hear that you're struggling in your relationship. Guess what? If you're struggling in your marriage, you pray to God about that. If you're struggling in your marriage or your relationship, you pray to God about that. That's who you go to about that. You pray to God, or you go to a counselor. Because that's what they're all about. They want to see that they're bitter, they're unhappy, they're home alone at night crying, because they have that jealousy and larceny in their heart. So that jealousy in their heart against other people is tearing them down. That jealousy that they got in their heart, their bitterness, because they wanted to. Once I left your life, I left your life. I don't care about you. If I see you in the street, I'll say hi, hello, whatever. Nothing more. I care zero about you, honestly. There's once I'm gone, once I'm done with you, you won't see me calling no ex, looking at your ex. I'm done. Huh? I don't walk. There's no normal people don't drive a car backwards on the highway. Normal people don't do that. because you're not moving anywhere if you're going backwards, looking backwards. Normal people don't do that. So any ex of mine, they're not. This is what these bitter, unhappy people do because they're unable to move on with their life. And or maybe you're doing better and you're doing good, you're looking good. They want to humble you. They want to bring you down. They want to bring you down. Misery love company, baby. They want to bring nothing. They want. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe. These people are something else, honey. These people are, there's not one person from my past I ever considered, I'd ever cared about. I remember one I'm never gonna even get my temper on this channel. I be going crazy on my lives. Y'all know I be wilding. Y'all know I be wilding. But what I'm trying to tell you, if you're a normal person, toxic people will provoke you. Because they got nothing going on with themselves. Nobody wants them. They cannot have a natural emotional connection. Narcissists cannot have a natural emotion connection. They just see you as another body for them to get attention from. They don't love nobody and nobody loves them. They just see you as another body to get attention from, nothing more. So when they see people, they want to come in between that. It's just weird. And guess what? When you're downfall in your relationship, these people don't wish you well. These people don't pity you. They don't feel bad for your downfall in your relationship. They're using it for gossip so they could go around town and have something to entertain them. Oh, you heard what happened? You heard what happened? You heard what happened? That's what they're all about, using your relationship as gossip. So they don't wish you well. These people are rotten. And I'm coming in here to tell you this because y'all gonna end up and just have people around your man or woman. You're gonna go to the bathroom, right? This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna have, it don't matter, family, friends, it don't matter. Anybody, family, friends, it doesn't matter. You go into the bathroom. As soon as you go in the bathroom, that so-called family, so-called friend is talking bad about you to your partner. As soon as you go to the bathroom, that so-called friend or family is talking bad about you to your partner. This weirdo. And my mom, you know what? There's another weirdo that did something weird to me. And I'm starting to think that I'm starting to look at it because I wonder why my mom doesn't talk to this person, but she's not a gossip. One thing about my mom, she's a respected in her community and she's not a gossip. But she would never tell me certain things, but she would warn me about certain people though. Anyway. Crazy. I was just like, this, one thing about me, once you move on with your life, I'm not jealous of no ex or no new girl or, you know what I'm saying? That's because you moved on with somebody else. Guess why? Because you found that person to be a better fit. You moved on with somebody else because you found that person to be a better fit. And I wish you well. I believe in myself. I believe in myself that I could find somebody that's an excellent fit for me. So I don't need to be jealous or try to bring down anything that that you're building. And even if it doesn't go well with your relationship, guess what? I don't need to rejoice, gossip, and insert myself in there. I don't need to wish bad on you or your downfall because whatever they put out against you, guess what? It's going to sling back right in their face. It's going to come back right to them. The same pits that your enemies dig for you, they're going to fall in it. You better read your Bible. That's a part of their karma. The same pit that your enemies dig for you, they're going to be the ones that fall into that pit. Let me tell you. The same ditch. Misery love company. Keep your relationship private. If you love somebody, you take care of that. You nurture that. Okay? And going forward, I know I learned a lot of lessons. Weirdo. And date a partner who have a strong mind and who has some respect and dignity for your relationship, that they're not putting your relationship business in the streets. Don't get caught up in these classless, low-life trash, mongrel dogs. Okay? Date somebody with some type of decency, that they're not putting your relationship in the streets. Now that I look back and have some great understanding, I realize so much, man. Let me drink this strong Kool-Aid. Some people don't have morals. You're right. You think I'm worried about no ex? I don't follow no ex on social media. I don't look at no social media ex or some. First of all, this is the person I told you that did that weird vibes. It wasn't even no ex. It was a one night stand. Trying to give themselves importance. We never had no relation. That was the weirdest. I didn't expect that from anybody. Talk about, oh, he didn't know who I was. He knew who you was because he straight up said, I cannot stand this N-word. And I didn't know who he was talking about until everything done in the dark will always come to light. Weird. Picture me. Picture, you know how that look, you going up to your ex's new, not even an ex, somebody you had a one night stand with, new love interest. That shows a level of weirdness and patheticness and troublemakerness. That's why honestly you should stay away from these baby mama and baby daddies too. A lot of these people are weird like that. Like these people that have kids with people, some of these, and that's these baby mama, babies, daddy and stuff like that, they're weird like that too. Calling up people saying, oh, I'm still sleeping with him. I'm still, okay. It's just pathetic. It's you know a person is pathetic and they don't have no confidence when they're still dwelling on something from the past. Because they don't have no confidence in themselves. Or they're a troublemaker. But there's something weird and abnormal about that behavior. Honestly, and the guy I'm talking about, my ex, oh, he's not the one to play with. Trust me. Had I've known... Lord, and they, you know, and these little weirdos, gossips. One thing I cannot stand is a gossip. There's nothing there's nothing I hate more than a gossip. Misery love company. Honestly, there's nothing I hate more than a disgusting gossip. They're not gossiping because they're concerned. They're doing that stuff so they could gain attention and gain popularity. Weirdo as hell. Weird. I'm so glad I'm private now. I'm so glad I'm glad I learned my lessons. So going forward, I know I could have a successful life going forward. I know that for a fact. Anyway, guys, these weirdos are lurking. They want to throw dirt on your name. They wrote a history book against you. Whatever false history. They don't know you. And this dude I'm talking about, he don't know me. This is a person that does not know me. This is a person that make up whatever things they make up in their mind. This person don't know me. Anyway, some of these people, they're sick-minded. They're misery love company. They don't want to see other people happy. And they wrote a whole history documentation against you based off of what they think they know. So they have that history documentation that they wrote on you. So they could go ahead and pass out the documentations like they're in 7th grade. And say, attention class, this is what I know about this person. You're a loser. I couldn't think about no ex. That's me fooling myself. How can I walk with my head backwards? Some people don't move on with their life. They're sick-minded. How can you walk with your head facing backwards? Weirdo. Weird. That's the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. Somebody that we really never had nothing like that. Smiling up in my man face and playing in my man. He don't play that. He don't talk about, he never knew who I was. He knew exactly who you was. He should have bust off your head tap. That's what you should have done. Play like that. There's no ex or anybody that I had a one night stand with, right? That I ever went up to their girlfriend and said, let me tell you something. You think I care about that? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I know. You know how pathetic that looks? You know how pathetic that looks? Let these people go. You don't need to have no story to tell nobody's new woman or new man. Learn to move on with your life and act like a normal person. Thank you, guys. Make sure you subscribe. That is so weird, man. These people are so, keep your life private. Keep your life private. The weirdness is just out of hand. That right there is weird. And you're not concerned about me. You want to look at my downfall. You're not concerned about me. You want to look at that these wicked narcissists, they're something bad happened to you, give their misery, low life some meaning. Oh, I'm not the only one that's I'm in America, but I'm Jamaican. But it's like these misery, love, bitter, misery, unhappy with all these sad story about this person, that person. Life goes on, baby. Life goes on. You can always find love once you know you're a loving person. Problem with these narcissists, they don't love themselves. They're not loving. They're insecure. They're selfish. They're looking for attention. Nobody loves them. That's why they have all these stories about, oh, this happened to me, yeah, things happen to me, but I believe in love. I know somebody could love me. I know who I am. I know I'm a sweetheart. I know I have a great personality, and I know I'm loving, and I know somebody could love me. I don't need to look behind me and worry about no one night stand that I had. Or no friends with benefits situation. I don't need to look behind me or go up to somebody, smile up. The people are weird and disturbed. Remember that. And some of your relatives too. Just privacy is the best when it comes to your relationship, okay? Privacy is your best friend when it comes to your relationship. That's all I got to tell you, because misery, love, company. These people are unhappy. They live their life in fear. They live their life in fear. They're afraid of getting hurt. I don't mind getting hurt. If I get hurt, I can move on. Okay, I can move on. I'll open up my heart to somebody, and if I get hurt, I'll move on. I'm not going to dwell on something for 50 years. 50 years ago, somebody hurt me. 50, I saw all men are evil. Some of them is bitter. They're holding on to something that happened 50 years, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. So they hold on to that bitterness, going around telling everybody a story that relationship don't exist, love don't exist, because of their bitterness. Keep your head up and believe in love. And also, once you continue to believe in love, right, you could get hurt. Everybody gets hurt. But move on. You move on. After you've been hurt, you move on. You continue to believe in love, because love does exist. Everybody's not a low-down dog. Everybody's not disloyal, and everybody's not a cheater. And a gossip is going to get their payday eventually. Believe me. People reap what they sow. Whatever they dig, whatever the hole that they're digging for other people, they're going to fall directly in that pit. Trust me. Trust me. They're lurking to see if they can. And I see a lot of these bitter women on social media. They got their one night stand with somebody else's husband. What else do you want? Now they want to blow up the husband because they felt like they was better than the wife, right? A lot of these chicks felt like they were better, that they were going to take the husband. So when they got lash out, and thrown out, then all of a sudden they're calling the wife. Why? Why are you calling the wife? Because you're a bitter one night stand. That's why. Go about your business. Take your one pop and go on. Or you're trying to ruin somebody else's life. But be careful of the type of people you entertain. These bitter, unhappy people with all these sob stories. Nobody ever loved me. I got rejected in the high school. So they carry around that bitterness and that insecurity. There's some very insecure people, I'm telling you. It's very, very insecure people. Don't get trapped with these insecure people seeking to burn and tarnish somebody's character. They want to burn and tarnish your character. They got a so-called history book on you that they want to burn and tarnish your character. They're sick-minded, and they're going to get exactly the karma that they deserve. I know I'm having good karma because guess what? Any ex or anybody from the past, I let them go in love. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't care about you. I don't think about you. I don't consider you at all, honey. You matter absolutely nothing to me. You add zero to my life. You were never a benefit for me. I know who was a benefit for me. I know exactly who was a benefit for me. Yeah? These bitter exes. So and these people don't even be ex. Some of these people are not even exes. A one night stand. a booty call or a friends with situation. I don't know how people is caught up in a situation. Take it the one pop for what it is and keep it pushing. Take the one pop for what it is and keep it pushing. Simple. Take the one smash for what it is and keep it pushing. Stop trying to ruin people's life because they smashed you once. Weirdo. Stay in your lane, weirdo. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going on and on. I'm being redundant. Just keep your relationship private because people think they got a story to tell about you. And make sure your partner is a strong-minded. They don't listen to those stories that people got to tell about you. Make sure that you got a strong, solid bond. Make sure you got a strong, solid bond that with somebody that got a mind for themselves, so they're not listening to no stories. One love, one love. Hey, girl. One love. Yeah. Weirdo. Guys, follow me on Janique999. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said Jesus loves me. Thank you. I came from church. I went to church today. Honey. I'm working on myself. But I'm in good spirits. Last week I was not feeling well. This week I'm feeling a lot better. But honey, some people are weird as weird as it gets. Just keep your life private, guys. That's all I gotta say. Keep your life private, period. Move in silence. Because misery really does love company. Misery really does love company. They wanna make sure they let people know. I got a whole history book on her. And it's weird because this guy don't know my history. That's how weird it is. This guy don't know me. Because if he knew my history, he would have stayed in his lane. Really. If he really knew my history, he would have stayed in his lane. Because I would have went right up in that safe on him. When my ex was here, I would have went right up in that safe on him. Playing with me like that. Playing in my face. I don't play with nobody. I don't bother nobody. I'm not a person. If I don't like you, I'll walk right past you. That's that. That's that. I walk right past you. You're never going to see me in your business. You're never going to see me following you on social media. You're never going to see me care. You could date Princess Diana for all I care. You could date what's that girl name? Kim Kardashian for all I care. You could have the Kardashian for all I care. I don't care who you date after me as long as you stay out of my way. Weirdo. Yeah, guys, you know what it is. Subscribe. You know what it is with these weirdos. I'm just warning you about them. I'm warning you about them. There's no need for people to know anything about you or be in your business. You don't need to give advice because guess what? Like that knows the word. Yep. You got to find that woman that knows the word. Yeah. You do. You do. Because, baby, honey, or you can read the word for yourself, honey. Read the word because, honey, these people are very disturbed in their spirits. Very unhappy. And misery loves company. Misery loves company. There's nobody that I would ever go. No ex I don't care about. Not one person that I had any encounter with. Not one. I don't care nothing about them. And you know what? It's people that don't do nothing with don't have any hobbies or don't have anything to do. You said, okay, well, you said very, very what? It's these type of people that they have nothing to do. Trust me, they're lurking to break up your relationship. Believe me. And they'll give you bad advice. And when I was younger, man, I wish I knew what I knew now. Because some people, they would never, ever be around me with their filthy, gossiping tongue. Very disturbed, right? Very disturbed. Some people would, and these filthy, and some of these girls, let me tell you, some of your female friends that want your man, she would tell him something about you. Yeah, I'm Jamaican. She would tell him something about you. Oh, male friend, let me tell you something. Your male friends, guys, they're the ones trying to get with your girl. Trust me. Trust me, your male friends are trying to get with your girl. I know. And then number two, your female friends, they'll put a bug in your man's ear. You don't. That happened to me years ago. That happened to me years ago with this chick that she went ahead and told this guy I was dating that, oh, I was married or whatever the case may be. All kind of stuff. These people are so disturbed, and there's nothing worse than a gossip. My energy's low now. I'm done yelling. But I'm gonna really do a live and discuss what the Bible said about these gossips and how evil they are, and not to take the warning about gossip lightly. Don't take, because they break up relationships, right? They break up relationships, and they break up marriages. They break up friendships. They break up families. They're not good people. They're not good people. Yes, I'm Jamaican. Gossips are not good people. And they don't have no type of good intent. Otherwise, they will go directly to the source. Because let me tell you, want some oxtail and rice and peas? Or just oxtail and white rice? Which one? Which oxtail you want, Jose? Jose. They're so weird. Gossips are not good people. They don't have any good intentions. Because if you go up to a gossip and say, hey, did you say that? They're going to say, no, I never said it. They're never going to admit to that. A real one will say, yeah, I said it. I said it because such and such, such and such, such and such. They're not good people. Any of these gossips, they're going to say, I never said that. I never did that. You see how deeply inauthentic and fake they are. Yeah, I'm genuine. It's just weird. It's just protect your relationship, honey. Because when you get burnt by these disgusting people, their filthy tongue and their meddling spirits, the spirit of nosiness, the spirit of gossip, the spirit of chaos. That's all they got, the spirit of chaos in them. Just protect it. That's all I got to say. I said enough because I've been here for 42 minutes ranting and raving, child. Rant, when y'all know how I get when I be ranting in my rants. Just protect what you got. Protect what you love. Keep it secret. Now I learned lessons, and it's time for me to get into a relationship that lasts and lasts. Now that I learned lessons, and it's time for me to have a relationship that lasts and lasts. Matter of fact, I'm going to go text my boo thing right now. Yes, I'm about to text. Yes, right now. Oh, oxtail, cabbage, and rice. But do you want white rice or rice and peas, Jose? And I like it with the butter bean, what you call butter bean? Kidney beans. The oxtail with the kidney bean and the gravy, right? I like it with the rice. I like oxtail, rice, and peas because the peas and then the gravy. And then I need a pressure cooker or one of those slow cookers. I'll be doing more cooking videos soon. But guys, follow your girl Janique999. Yes, Caribbean. Yeah, it's different. It's a different upbringing. It's a different culture. It's a different upbringing. It's a different culture. That's all. It's just a different culture. Culture makes a difference. Just like, because think about it. Like when you go to Africa, obviously African woman is going to be different from women in the Caribbean. It's a different culture. Because it's like a different upbringing. Go to Jamaica. I went to Jamaica for if you go to Jamaica, stay at Riu. That's one of the most beautiful Riu what is it? Ocho or Montego Bay? Oh, I wasn't sure. Go to Riu, Montego Bay. Go to Riu, Montego Bay because they have some nice, good food, real authentic Jamaican food. Africa, I like African girls. Those are my girls. Y'all gotta come and make me some fufu. I know how to make fufu though. You just get the cassava, you mash it. Keep mashing it, mashing it. Put some hot water, mash it, and then you cover it and let it set. Am I lying? Tell me if I'm making the fufu right, Fiona. Fiona, tell me if that's how you make the fufu. Cause trust me, I could cook, but I'm gonna make me some fufu. That's how I make it. Okay, good, girl. I'm supposed to go to Nigeria with one of my African friends. Yeah, I figure, cause I'm making a love connection. Fiona got a love connection in the live. Hello, boo. Hello. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, guys. What should I talk about on the next live? What should I talk about in the next live, guys? There's so much I gotta talk about because I gotta warn y'all about society now. I'm telling you, all the wisdom that I captured over the years, I want to share that with you. Honestly, I do. I want to capture all the wisdom that I gained over the years. Oh, thank you. You know, speaking of nice teeth, right? You know, the dentist, when I went to the dentist a couple weeks ago, he said, "Oh, you got veneers in." I said, "Dude, if you don't know veneers from real teeth," he literally said I have veneers in. That was a turn off. I'm not going back because that means he don't know what he's talking about. You learning. I'm glad you're learning. I'm gonna share my wisdom with you guys because, honey, I used to be foolish back in my time, naive, letting these people. And one time, another thing happened to me, right? One so-called friend exposed me, right? And it was just so weird. And now I know the heart of these people. Now that I got deep into my Bible, I know the heart of these people. Trust me. They can't trick me. They're wicked. The Bible says mankind is desperately wicked. And they like to see other people downfall. They like to see other people do bad. Trust me. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not pretending. You're going to see a lot of betrayal, backstabbing, a lot of people harming each other coming forward because these are going to be some times are only going to get worse, harder, and harder. Well, what do I think about Candace Owen? Okay, let's talk about that. I think she's right about a lot of stuff that she says. You don't shoot the messenger. I really do think she's right about what she says. I really do. I think she keeps it very, very real. And a lot of people can't handle that. Yeah, Candace Owens, a lot of people can't handle the truth. Because they'll hate you for the truth. Trust me. No man is hated more than the man who speaks the truth. Trust me. Because people rather, the truth is the light. So they rather live in darkness. Yeah, Candace Owens is good. Yeah, guys. Yep. I seasoned up some meat. I'm about to cook some barbecue chicken. You said, excuse your language. What did you say? You didn't say anything wrong. Yeah, I make some. I seasoned up the chicken in the morning. Early this morning before I went to church, I seasoned up my chicken, put it in the fridge, and now I'm going to cook some barbecue chicken. That's all. I'm going to clean out my fridge, clean out the kitchen, cook some barbecue chicken, and that's that. That's going to be my Sunday. And you guys, what should we talk about for the next topic? Barbecue chicken with white rice. I have macaroni and cheese. Oh, you like the plantain, Jose? Yes, the plantain, the platano. You love the platano. So, do you like the tostones or do you like the sweet plantain? Because the other day I made some tostones. I made the green plantain. I fry them, First, you know, when you're making tostones, you gotta like get the acidic off the plantain. You gotta soak it in water. Ooh, oxtail. Honey, I want to set up my channel to make some real. Thank you. Yeah, no, tell me what you're gonna do. What should I say about the next video? Yes, I'm wearing a wig. I'm wearing a wig. But you know, this is what my hair looks like. You know, this is what my real hair looks like anyway. But I just didn't do my hair. I didn't wash, blow dry, flat. I didn't do all of that to my hair. Yeah, I'm wearing a wig. Trust me, I'm the cook. I don't play that. When I tell you I get down in the kitchen, it's real cooking. It's washing off your meat, scraping off. It's like real cooking. Thank you. Thanks, Nisi. Real cooking. I clean my meat. If somebody doesn't clean their chicken, you should cut them out your life. Those are not good people. I'm serious. Like, how can you take the chicken from the pack with all the yellow, with the feathers on it and all the muck on it, not rinse it off with vinegar or lemon or anything, and just put and that's the reason why the chicken is raw. Have a raw. If they cut them off. Once you see somebody's that low and they refuse to wash their chicken, cut them off. Because you could taste the rawness in the chicken. Talk about, I don't clean my chicken. So what about that yellow, nasty slime that's on the chicken? That's in the, oh my goodness. That's why I stopped eating out, because I realized. Oh, leveling up in silence. Right. It's a wig. It's a wig. All right, good. We could talk about women leveling up in silence. I think that's the best way to do it. Level up in silence. I think that's going to be our next topic. We definitely have to talk about that. I love you guys. I love the lives. Like, we're just having so much fun on the lives. You said peanut butter or chocolate. I'm baking and I need, both. You could make peanut butter and chocolate. You could put it together. You know, I used to love the Chip Ahoy peanut butter chocolate. No, I'm Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica, but I was raised in New York. That's why I have English. I have a clean I don't have an accent. Peanut butter and chocolate's good. They used to have this Chip Ahoy with peanut butter and chocolate. It's delicious. You should try that. Try the blend. You could save me a bunch of money with Allstate. Jake from Allstate. Hey, Jake. Yes. Oh, you're 5 feet? I'm 5'4". We're still in the itty bitty committee. 5'4" and under. We're still at 5'4". I think 5'4" is in the itty bitty committee too. 5'4". Wagwan. Yeah, guys. I like talking live, guys. I do. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow my Instagram. Tell me if you follow them on my Instagram, Janique999. You're right about that. Petite girls, got them. You're 6'5"? Dang. You're tall. Why is it that all the tall men want short women? That's the question. You know there's tall women that's looking for tall men. Why is it that the tall men, they want short women? If you're 6'5", Jake, from all states. Oh, no, I'm not tall. I'm only 5'4". Yeah, tell me, why all the tall guys, they don't want the tall women. They want the short women. Why is that? You just want to fling us from side to side? You want power? You want control? You want dominance? Thank you, Kennedy. Oh, that's why you want to pick women. You want to pick us up, fling us from side to side, swing us all around, swing us from here to there. That's why. All right, guys. We'd be having too much fun on the live, guys. Love you. Love you guys. And I'm going to change. All right, guys. It was a good live. I like going live and talking about real stuff, though, for real, because these people are weirdos, honestly. Anyway, guys, later. Take care. You said, oh, what happened, Nisi? No better. Why? Nisi, why you say, oh, wow? Because I'm not getting off yet. I want to know the drama. Thank you. I got the energy. I be lit. I be hype. Oops. My little light went off. Oh, well. My little light went off. Oh, that's why. Oh, his comment. I honestly didn't understand what his comment meant. It's weird because every time I post a picture, post the lives, all the comments disappear. But I guess I got to figure out the app better. I got to do better on my YouTube. I got to grow my YouTube channel. And you guys, subscribe if you didn't subscribe. Big up yourself, large up yourself. See you on the next live. We're talking about leveling up. We're talking about leveling up. Bye, guys. Love you guys.